Hi everyone, and welcome to another Mattel Jurassic World look. And what are we looking at today? We're not looking at any of these. These are just pretty background decorations. We are looking at this. It is the official Mattel version of the Jurassic Park logo. I joke, of course. This is the latest from Mattel Creations of the Jurassic World line. As you can see, the box is well, it hasn't got a lot on it. It's got the logo, it's got an edge, that's about it. But it's what's inside that's most important. So let's take a look, shall we? It is Malcolm Ian, Dinosaurs Creates God. God creates dinosaurs, Ian Malcolm. This is a recreation of the book that Dr. Ian Malcolm has written in the Jurassic Park / World universe and made most of his career on, practically. There's a nice glamour shot of Dr. Malcolm in the back. I believe this is a screenshot from the film. I think it's from the helicopter, but I'm not sure because that looks like rain. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's in the helicopter when you first meet him. And nice bit of blurb at the back. It says, "In this revealing memoir, Dr. Ian Malcolm bears his innermost thoughts about the role of God, dinosaurs, and man. With a sarcastic yet serious tone, Malcolm brings chaos theory to life in a new and memorable way while uncovering its painful and perilous repercussions." You've been told. So this is supposed to be designed to look like the book that we actually get a glimpse of in the 2015 Jurassic World film. And in the film as well, the book has a different image of Malcolm. I think this is just to represent the version of Malcolm we see inside this little special pack. But in the film, the book has an image of Malcolm from his Lost World days, I believe. So yeah, so this is the book that is referenced in Jurassic Park 3, when Alan and Eric discuss, like, oh yeah, have you read Malcolm's book? And it's like, everything's chaos. And it's like, what did he expect from a chaotician? Anyway, but yeah, this book is mostly cardboard, and I don't know if you can get see look how big it is in hand. That's bigger than that's bigger than the Lord of the Rings. Come on. So I don't know if you can really get away with putting this on your bookshelf. You could. There's nothing to stop you doing that. I mean, if you glance, then it kind of looks like, yo, that's a book. But we all know better, and I don't know if they could have made it look a bit more booky, if that makes sense. But you know what? That's fine, because this is the real deal. He says as plastic falls out. This is a recreation of the infamous scene with Malcolm in his shirtless visage. And it looks like this plastic tray is very much cradling him. I haven't yet actually taken him out. Usually I make a bit of preparation for this, but let's see if we can do this. Hey, look at that! Not bad at all. Now, I think I'm going to keep a hold of it. Usually I throw away the plastic filler like this, but yeah, I might keep hold of this because when I put this away, it will keep him in place. So if I have to move the thing around, it won't, knock him around and potentially damage him. But for display purposes at the moment, let's get him in the pose. And I think...
Here I'm now by myself, wait a minute, it worked, everything's still off.
And there you go, you got a quick example of see it didn't look too bad, does it? So you got a quick example of as well of how the action feature, the electronic action feature of this little playset works as well. This whole blue area that he lays on is essentially a button. It's a massive button, activates quotes from the film that I picked quite cleanly, as they did for a couple of their previous Mattel Creations things, and then some lights to go with it as well.
I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
See, not bad at all. See, the display as well, it's got some pegs, so you can fit other figures on it. We've got a Robert Muldoon, so I've got his legs like Charlie Chaplin, because so you can fit in the Jeep properly, because you need someone to drive it. But peg holes, we can pop him on there, and Muldoon can be all, Malcolm, why? So yep. Instant figure interactivity, because Malcolm is just Malcolm. He don't care who's there, as long as someone's there to observe. Yeah.
Think they'll have that on the tour?
Well, let's find out. As well, this product does come with a warning for the LED strobe lighting as well. Just in case. I don't know how well it's coming across on screen.
Everything's still off.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not obviously it's not as sharp as it would be in real life. Yeah, and there's a nice bit of design in the back of this as well. Just take those two off. So we've got a little bit of decoration. It's again all cardboard here, to make it look like it does in the visitor centre. And the door flap is actually movable, and it locks in place there. And that's about it for that. And it has to sort of stow away, so when it closes, this doesn't tear it apart. So it does fall back there, so you can actually close the whole thing again. So not bad at all. The only thing I would say is that they've used the marbling effect that they've introduced into the mainline Jurassic World dinosaurs, and I don't remember the marbling. I don't remember the flooring of the visitor centre in the movie having that kind of marbling effect. So I don't think this is entirely appropriate. It might be for the dinosaurs, but maybe not for this. So what I believe they do is that in the plastic moulds they have the base colour, in this case grey, and then they insert a light colour, maybe this a drop of white, and then stir it in loosely, so it gives this marbling effect. The only thing is, every one of these, as a result, will look different from each other. So this is a unique piece, in essence, with that marbling effect. There's no other piece that will look like this, as I believe. Which is fine, which is cool, I suppose, but yeah, that's just how it is with this. I would have preferred a more solid grey piece, or a more, like a piece that looks more like a regular stony effect, but there you go. And let's have a look at the figure himself, the man of the hour, and that beautiful, beautiful torso. It doesn't look too bad, actually. It's a very well sculpted torso. I don't know how well that is coming through in the light, but the musculature is very well done. See, the jacket is a separate piece, so I could essentially pull this off. This is getting a bit pay-per-view, isn't it? Hold your money, where's that stripper music when you need it? Anyway, so yeah, even on the back, there's some muscular definition, which is kind of crazy that they've managed to do this. Yeah, and on the chest as well, we have either printed or painted on chest hairs. Obviously, it feels smooth. No comment. But yeah, it's a very well rendered piece, I have to say. The chest hairs do make it look like he's trying to grow out his body hair, but you know what, it's Malcolm, whatever. And the head as well. Another example of the face sculpt that we've seen a couple of times before now. And I don't know if it's my lighting or the skin tone of this, but the skin tone of this looks fine, but I think the lighting is making it come off as a little bit yellowy, a little bit orangey. But yeah, that is not a bad Malcolm, as we've seen before. The hair, on point. But it looks like the face, focus, it looks good in the 3/4 angle, but when it's like dead on or, you know, to the side, maybe less so. Usually that is the case with action figures, so kind of to be expected, especially at this point. And for the legs, we'll make him stand up. We've got a unique leg that we haven't seen anywhere else because we have these moulded bandages on it, and the splint as well. Because this is technically his broken leg. And yeah, not bad. See the paint applications are nicely done. Got an extra belt buckle there as well. Got some detail on his boots. Lovely. So yeah, this definitely looks like this Malcolm has been attacked by.
I'm now by myself, talking to myself. That's chaos.
Indeed. I'm gonna make a joke about that later. Right. So the trick is, especially if you're late at night and you're messing around with these things, is to try and get him in the pose whilst not pressing the button down. I think if I'll just double check to make sure there's no right. It doesn't feel like there's any. So what would have been nice is if you had like a locking tab or a locking button where you could press it in and this would be solid. Anyway. Anyway, as you have seen a couple of times now, even just a slight...
Life will not be contained.
There you go. So put Muldoon back there because even if this wasn't just a Malcolm thing, we've still got some scenery for other characters to interact with, which is always very nice. It would be nice as well if Mattel took this opportunity to maybe expand on this, and see, we can see this is a separate piece, so maybe Mattel could, I don't know, use this for other set pieces or play sets, maybe. Just an idea. The Jurassic Park 30th anniversary is next year, so maybe there will be a few things coming in this sort of vein. Maybe this has allowed some things in the future to happen. Who knows? I know some people know. Some people have been teasing online, especially Collect Jurassic, like as if they have like an exclusive inside look, and it's like, excuse me, sir. But anyway, let's have a look at some other Malcolm figures as well, just to maybe compare and contrast. We've got the original Legacy Collection Malcolm here. Still got his sunglasses on, still got his chain on, fully shirted, unlike, you know, this guy. Yeah, and this is the regular one that came out in 2018/19. So we'll have him. We'll have him there, and then more recently we've got this guy, which is the Hammond Collection Ian Malcolm, which of course was going to be the first Hammond Collection human figure. Is fully dressed. He's got his jacket on, and yeah, seemingly a better head/face sculpt. And I think this must have been the one they used here. Sans glasses accoutrement, but yeah, we'll get him on there as well. But there's a peg there. Peg in hole. Hole, peg, hole. I can see the hole. You're not even trying it. Oh, there you go. Got it. Yeah, he's leaning back a bit, but that's fine. There we go. Right, and there we have it. 3 Malcolms and a Muldoon. This is basically how the character progresses throughout the film. So we've got 3 stages of Malcolm, and all we need now is a version of Malcolm from the Lost World. You know that one. Especially since now we have the Jurassic World Dominion Malcolm. So yeah, nice little presentation set. Like I say, made available on Mattel Creations, which is how I have one. And I have the previous one here, which is the Ray Arnold set, and I reviewed that last year as well. I will say, this is like the outer box for this one, and I very much prefer what they did with this over this year's outer box. Now, I'm not saying they should have done something with this one, I suppose. Maybe I don't know. But it would have been nicer, I think, if they did something a little bit extra like they did with this one, because this, the bunker with the surrounding gates, the main box inside is the bunker itself, which is a very cool thing. Now, maybe this is because the scene of this one allowed for that situation to happen, but yeah, similar sort of basic idea. Inside, you have a diorama, you have a scene, you have a special figure, and you have lights and sounds. So yeah, I haven't tried removing this one from the thing at all, and I don't think I want to, because and you probably could. There probably is a way to do it, most likely, because this is plastic, that's cardboard, basically. But I wouldn't want to try it because I don't want to really damage it at all. So yeah, I'll just sit this guy down. There we go. Yes, I've just noticed as well. This special edition Malcolm has the double jointed knees that the Hammond Collection one has. So I would say this is very much based on the Hammond Collection figure as much as it can be, which makes sense, reusing moulds, cost saving, that sort of thing, especially in this day and age. But yeah, there we go. Just take the other guys off. Oh god, yeah. Take the other guys off, so we can focus on the man of the hour. Oh, and now just take that out as well. There we go. So it's all in place, all ready for memeable displays. So yeah, there we have it. The San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Chaos Theory Dr. Ian Malcolm figure set. It's a nice quirky offering. Very glad I managed to bag one and pick one up. I will, however, say that the communication with Mattel Creations delivery and posting is very sparse. So if you're expecting to be told when your item is on its way and where it is, where how it's being tracked and whatever, don't. You have to kind of trust in Mattel Creations and trust the order that has been accepted, because you will get a confirmation order and then you'll get an order saying, yo, it's been sent to you, and that's about it. I got this delivered the morning of this recording, and I didn't get an email saying your order has been delivered. I didn't get anything official to say confirm it. So yeah, not fab, but there you go. Something we can all learn, I believe. So yeah, put him back in his plastic tray. So definitely worth keeping hold of, and because it's moulded particularly to this level, and you got the holes and stuff there, so it sort of holds it in place. Can close that back up, and then yeah, we have the book back as well. So there you go. God Creates Dinosaurs, Dr. Ian Malcolm. Thank you very much for watching. Be rawsome to yourselves and each other. Wash your dang hands, obviously. And yeah, just remember, life found a way. Bye.